Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the questions and answer segment number 3. This time we have a special treat for you because we have not only myself here answering questions for you, but also we have the CEO of Infinity Social Network coming in as well tonight. So just give me a second here. Glad you guys could join in tonight. We have some super special screenshots to show you of the mobile and the desktop version. I'm just going to make sure that we have everything set and ready to go. So give me just 2 seconds here. All right. How you doing, guys? Great to see you tonight. What is it, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Michelle Lilly is in the building. How you doing, sweetheart? Julie Brunt, good evening. Thank you for giving me some time. I know there's a lot of programs on right now. There's a lot of people live right now, and you chose to come on here. If you have any questions, tonight is the night to do it because we are so close. How you doing, Zoe? Zoe Milburn says, yo, and he's got the Infinity Social Network as his profile picture. How awesome is that? Brent Wells says, hey, bro, Brent from Cali is in the house. Having a rough time out there in Cali lately, guys. Keep your smiles and your wits about you, and keep your flags on the front of your houses, and keep up the good fight out there in California. Larry Malone, how you doing? Robin Matley says, hey, Jeremy, how you doing, Robin? This is awesome, guys. I love having these Q&As because the Q&As are what really give anything a grassroots movement. The engagement between people, the dialogue between anybody is what grows something on an organic grassroots level, and that's exactly what we want to have happen here with Infinity Social Network. Eli Ellis, if you guys can see Eli Ellis, give him some hearts across the screen. Eli Ellis actually designed this beautiful shirt that we're wearing here. Eli Ellis is actually a great person, a great family member to have here on the Infinity team, helping us out with all of our content and all of our edits and pictures and great designs. So throw Eli some love. JC, how you doing? Julie, how are you? How do you get a shirt? Well, we've had a lot of different ways to get a shirt, and I'll tell you another way tonight to get a new shirt. Prior to tonight, it was doing videos, talking about how you've been censored, and a lot of people don't do videos, so we're going to do a little bit of something different for next week, for the rest of this week and next week. Casey Morgan, got my shirt today. Well, post it. Post that picture of you in your shirt today, and tag myself or Stephen Volich or Eli Ellis or anybody. Liz Ellis is in the building. How you doing? Big shout out to Liz Ellis Photography. She's a big part in a lot of the things that we do as well. Amanda Atwood, how are you, sweetie? Amy Lynn, good evening to you too. Okay, guys, we got some people in here now, don't we? So let's get right to it. Some of the questions that people had last week, I spent all week answering in Messenger and in comments, and thank you guys very much for sharing all of the pictures and sharing all of the updates that we've been given. I know people are anxious. I do. The number one question I get a day, and I have 5 kids that are dad, mom, what do we do? Where do we go? And the number one question out of all that I get is, when are you launching? And rightfully so, because people are so sick of censorship. People are so ready for something new. When are you launching? And I'd like to sit here and tell you right now that we're launching on, but we're not going to give an actual launch date. We want to just make sure that it just launches. And but I will promise you it's very, very soon, which is why, yeah, I know, Amanda, 5 kids, right? Which is why we have Stephen Volich in here tonight, which is why we have double down on the question and answering. And if there's anything that you need to know, other than what is the date, that's what we're here for. I know there's a lot of people that had a lot of questions that weren't answered. It's hard to get to all of them. So if you want to start now, I'll start blasting off some answers, and then Stephen will join us, and then we will give you a sneak peek preview, guys. If you want everybody to see Infinity Social Network tonight, If you want to see it and you want everybody to see it that might have been doubting it, that might have been naysaying about it, that have just been sick and tired of waiting for it, that are sick and tired of us letting everybody know that, this is a new feature added and this is a new feature added. If you want everybody to see it, share that video right now. Reach down and press share, and I'm sure all your friends will be able to see actual pictures and screenshots of the beautiful site. We're going to show the mobile and the desktop version, a few pictures of each, just to show you guys what it looks like, okay? iOS launch with full rollout? No. iOS is still after. I'm sorry, Anthony. iOS is still going to be a little bit after. Somebody just said YouTube censored red elephants. I know, and that's crazy too, because that's how a lot of those guys make their living off that. They go around the country reporting the truth for us, and they get censored for showing the truth, and then it hurts their finances, it hurts their families, it hurts the food they go into their children's mouths. It's really ridiculous, especially in America. So no, the iOS will still be a little bit later, but it will be in November, okay? iOS will still be in November. And for all of you iOS users out there, once again, you can use your Safari or your desktop browser if you want to be on Infinity prior to the iOS app coming out. We still want you to try it out. We still want you to engage. We still want you to learn how to use it in proximity search and find people that you may never have known about if it wasn't for like-minded common interests. One of the questions were, can you, yeah, exactly, Bonnie, exactly. So one of the questions was, can you share your platform? Can you share your posts from Infinity to your other platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Tumblr, Facebook? And yes, you can do that. You can definitely do that. Can we download the Android app yet? No, not until launch. The day it launches, trust me, you'll all know, and we will spend the better part of 48 hours letting the world know that it's ready. You'll also probably get told through emails and just by word of mouth anyway. It's going to be everywhere. So that's when I would suggest signing up for it. Patricia, how are you doing? Thank you very much. I can't wait either, Garrett. I can't wait either. How you doing, Jerry? So any questions, guys? I'd like to bring the CEO, Stephen, in, and Stephen and I will both answer questions together. So Stephen, if you could just say hello to everybody, and I'm sure everybody will say hello back with a wave of thumbs and hearts, because you've been working your butt off for 3 years to give us this. And I'm super excited. I've been working day in and day out, night and day for the last 2 months, especially the last few weeks. Okay? Stephen, what you have to do is turn your phone sideways, Stephen. Can you go out of the broadcast and come back in with your phone sideways? Because I have Android and I know that you have Apple. I'm super sorry. If I was using all of the other cameras in here right now, we could do this a little bit different. But you need to go out, turn your phone sideways, come back in, and then say hello again. That way I can invite you. It's the only way to do so. Shwanda Johnson Duffield says, hi, Stephen. Carol Leek says, hello. Hello, Carol. How are you? It was great to meet you at in DC. I am on Android. It's not giving me the option to let you in unless your phone's sideways, I believe. So anyway, until we can get Stephen in here, guys. Sorry for the little delay here. Is there any other? Jim Thompson got his shirt. All right. That's what's up. Got your shirt. Cool. A lot of people are getting them. If you get them, post them, and you might get another present in the mail just for posting it. Who knows? You never know. You know, Santa Claus is real, right? He might need to switch himself. Here he is on ISN. Yes, he might need to. He might need to. Will you be able to transfer everything? That's a good question. So it's not going to be at launch that you're going to be able to just press a button and beep, all your stuff is over. But that will be an option later on. You will have the option to do that. But prior to doing that, what you can do is you can get a thumb drive and you can just pop it in and you can download Let's see. Yeah, you're right. Steven says, how do I switch? Ooh, good question. Log in as yourself, as Steven, or log in maybe under your wife's page, maybe. That might be the problem, that we're both using the same platform, and it's hard for me to bring you in. I didn't know that was even an issue, that was a problem. I thought if you could use the same platform and still invite people in on the broadcast. Well, that's another thing that you're not going to have to worry about, guys. You're not going to have to worry about on Infinity. When you invite people to your broadcast, you're not going to only be able to invite one. You're not going to only be able to invite two. But after the site launches and new features roll out, you'll be able to invite up to 25 people at once onto your feed. So it'll kind of look like Hollywood Squares. Yeah, right. Brent says the boss is having trouble. Exactly. Exactly. Well, it is Facebook. It is Facebook. Everything, all these new features are new to everybody. I kind of want to play with these little buttons down here and give myself crazy hairdos and stuff like that. Any more questions? I love answering the questions because that means you guys are getting the actual true answers right from the people who know exactly what's going on. When does it come out for iPhone? In November. November. Cheryl says Facebook bites. Well, it does, but it's allowed us to do all this. So, and we're on here promoting a new social media website coming out that has no censorship, and they're letting us do that. So they're not too bad. Bobby Mayo says, how do I get a T-shirt? I will tell you after Steven finally comes on. Let's see if we can get Nope, it still doesn't work, Steven. Boy, that's odd. Yeah, I would log on to your wife's account. And we can bring you in under a different name. You can change your name today like you can change underwear, right? So change your name up real quick and then we'll bring you in. See, the problem is, guys, that him and I actually are admins on a lot of the same stuff here. So when, I guess on Facebook, when two people are on the same as admins, they can't do it. Comcast has a new social network now? No, it doesn't. That's Xfinity, Jenny. That's Xfinity. We are Infinity. Yeah, either that or Zuckerberg stopping him from coming in. One of the two. One CEO trying to stop another one's rise? Come on now. Kelly says, we need shirts. Did you do a video, Kelly? If you had done a video up until this point saying how you've been censored on Facebook or Twitter or any of the others and tagged one of us, I'd have sent you out a shirt that day. Liz says, for reals. That's it. It's got to be Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is zucking Stephen Vulich. Well, we have been trolling his feeds lately. Where is the link for this? Jenny, it's not launched yet. We're actually promoting the launch right now, and we're going to show the mobile and the desktop app here, or the versions here live. So once you can get an idea what it looks like, we'll give you a little bit better idea of when you can download it for launch. I'm concerned every day. You know, so am I. I get messages and emails every day and text messages from people every day saying, hey, you can't get a hold of me on here because I'm blocked. Or, hey, you can't get a hold of me on here because I'm banned. Or, hey, you can't get a hold of me on here because I can't go live, which is not letting me come on your live feeds, and you can't invite anybody. Yes, it is free. It is free, yes. So it's sickening, actually. The number one promoter and the number one advertiser for things like Infinity Social Network and this capitalistic market that we live in are the ones that are giving you all the problems. Because sooner or later, look what they just did to Vincent James from the Red Elephants. He's out there trying to report truth. He's out there trying to report what he sees from him and his reporter's view, and he's getting blocked. Regardless of what side of the political aisle you're on, it should not be that somebody's out there getting blocked if they're not out there breaking the law. That is one thing that we're going to pride ourselves here on at Infinity Social Network. You're going to be able to post what you want, and as long as you're not breaking the law, okay, as long as you're not breaking the law or noticeably harassing somebody to no end, which is borderline breaking the law, well, then you'll never get restricted from doing anything. Though there is no jail. Daynell says it, deplorable Debbie. Yes, she's another one. She does videos that are really funny. They're really lighthearted and funny, and they actually ease people out of bad days. If you've had a long, hard day at work, you watch somebody like Deplorable Debbie, and it's not just so one-sided. It's fun. But she's been banned, and you're not going to be put in jail in Infinity. I can tell you that. There's going to be no jail, and there's going to be no banning you for 30 days or anything like that. You're going to be able to be free to be you. That's the brand, F2BU, free to be you. You shouldn't be anybody else. Why should you be anybody else when you're on social media? Don't you want to be you in real life? You know, you want to be you when you step outside to go to work. You want to be you when you're driving your car. You want to be you when you're listening to music. You want to be you when you're drawing or playing your music. You want to be you when you're broadcasting on social media and when you're with your family. So why wouldn't you want to be you when you post something or like something? I mean, that's the whole point in all of this. That is the whole reason for all of this. Exactly, Day-Now. Free to be you. And that's one thing that we're not allowed to be anymore because of whatever reason whether it's political or whether it's PC or whether it's just whether it's religion based. Let's see here. Yes, that worked. I am inviting Steven in now. So, thank you very, very much for listening to me ramble. Yes, Outlaw Morgan is always being banned. But you know what? It's not just people that are on the right side of politics that are being banned. It's also people that are playing music in the background. People that are having cookouts, or people that are having barbecues, or people that are at karaoke and they're playing music in the background, not trying to make money off of it. I've invited you. All you got to do is accept the invite, Stephen. But if you're just playing the music, not making money off it, just trying to be you, trying to show the world what you like, what, you know. So it looks like, yes, there was a sound problem there. It's because I was trying to invite Stephen in. I sent him the invite, but he did not accept it. Wouldn't let him accept it. Not that he didn't accept it. So you'll just have to turn your phone sideways, Stephen, and try this again. Boy, this is really, I can't wait until the Infinity comes out, Stephen, when everything else is so much easier. You know what I mean? Let's try it again. Invited the CEO. Can we get a CEO up in here? Hello, I've ordered a CEO. Can we get a CEO to come in on the broadcast, please? And we don't want Mark. Mark, we're not talking about you. Can we just get somebody? Can we move me over and bring Steven in on that side? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be nice instead of sitting here hearing me ramble? I don't know why it's not letting him come in. How long will this take to get up and running? It will be ready by November. Cheryl says, come on, Steven, join us. I know, come on. What are we waiting for? I guess we can't wait till Infinity, Steven. We're very short-lived here. Let me drink some of this coffee here real quick. People are like, yeah, okay, I'm leaving this feed. Can't even bring in the CEO. He doesn't like to be called the CEO either. He doesn't like to be called the boss. He likes to be called Steve or Steven because he wants to always be able to be engaging with you just as I am right now. For some reason, it's not letting him come in. So if you guys have any other questions, Liz says whiskey. I have not. No, this is not whiskey. This is coffee. This is coffee. Are news outlets going to be on Facebook? I mean, on Infinity? Yeah, I would assume so. I would assume as Infinity grows and more people are using it, it's another. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading this. As more and more people use it, it's just another way to get your message out. It's another way to get your business out, and especially with the proximity searching for small businesses, mom and pops. Chris says, I give up on questions. You don't have any other questions, Chris? If you have a question, I'll definitely answer it. I didn't see them if you had. Karen says she's honored to know the CEO, so am I. Are you all selling merch to help the brand? We don't sell it. We're not selling any merchandise, but we are, at this point, giving away T-shirts for people who help out and help grow the brand. How you doing, Brendan? Good to have you here. Can you talk about the benefits for businesses? Yes, I can do that real quick. The benefits for businesses. Nope, that one's not working, Steven. The only one that actually worked was your wife's that actually showed the camera that I could bring you in on. The businesses, the benefits for businesses is the proximity searching. That is the big one. So obviously Facebook has been around for 15 years and it has a lot of steam. It has a lot of money behind it and it's got the whole market cornered. It owns Instagram. It owns everything. So of course there at this point and maybe for the next few years, Facebook might continue to be the biggest thing. Who knows? But as Infinity grows, your proximity search option, your feature, will allow you to be able to reach people up to 150 miles out in a 150-mile radius. So you can go out to 10 miles, 5 miles, 30 miles, 40 miles, or you can reach out to 150 miles for if you're having a sale. And what you do is you proximity search, say people who like to shop, or people who like organic foods, or people who like sales. A lot of people will put their common interest or their interest on their page, and if you can use keywords to reach out to all of those people, well, then they will get notified that there's a sale going on at your business. You don't have to use any paper ad. You don't have to use the radio. You don't have to use TV. As Facebook goes now, if you post something, it allows you so much of a reach. And if you want more of that reach, then you got to pay. You got to pay more money to get more of a reach, correct? So and they restrict your reach because they want you to pay. They want you to pay $20, $30, $40 in order to get that message out there. But with Infinity, anybody that has even, I believe it's a minimum of 2 common interests in what your message is, they will get notified. So it has nothing to do with how much we're trying to restrict your reach. You have a 150-mile radius to put out a sale to 150 miles worth of customers. Or potential customers, or people who might have never even shopped at your market or at your business or at your clothing store. They might have never even seen it on Facebook or anything, but they get a notification from you because they are within that radius of you trying to get that message out. So that is the coolest thing about the benefits for businesses. Any other questions? I'm trying to read them as fast as they come in, and as soon as I answer them, another few come in. So I can't see the comments. Somebody said, yeah, we're probably getting censored. Will I be able to use this on Apple phone in November? Yes. Is there a possibility of the launch getting pushed back again? Not at this point. No. Nope. Apple app, Sherry, that's in November. What if you don't want to be linked up with that feature? Can you cut it off? Yes, you can, Sherry. Not only can you cut it off, but you can customize every interest that you have, any possible common interest that you might have with somebody else. You can customize which ones are private and which ones are public. So if you want all of your interests private, you can have them all private, so nobody can find you, using the proximity search anyway. Other than that, reaching out to friends and family or anybody else is just like Facebook. You can search for them by name and everything. Chris said something about the Build the Wall song. Do you have the Build the Wall song? I can tell you how to get it. Date for Android again. We don't have a date for Android, but by November. And then Apple will be a week to 2 weeks later. Joanne says, I give up. White flag. If you asked a question, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Joanne. Will it show when you're online? I believe it will. Sorry. Oh, you want me to sing Build the Wall? No, I'm not going to do that tonight. Can you make an Infinity account? Not until it launches here very soon. Will there be groups and events? Yes, there will. You can have group pages, business pages, personal pages, public pages, and event pages. Chris, you want me to sing the Build the Wall song? No, I'm not going to do that today. Not here. Not on this page anyway. Do you think the POTUS will sign up? Yeah, I do. It just depends on how many people in the world sign up. I imagine that that regardless of anything, that it is time for something new. It is time for a new social media website. It's been 15 years. We've had Facebook for 15 years, and now it's really boring. Like, I liked a lot of the features that it has, but it's very, very boring. Anytime you log onto Facebook, it's the same stuff all the time, no matter how much you try to change up your timeline or anything. Yes, it will have video-to-video conferencing. Yep, and it also will have live video. Yes, it will. Can you call friends on the app? That's a question for Steven if we can ever get him in. But if we can't get him in, I will get the answer to that. There's never been a choice. Right, you're right, Eli. The only other choice has been like Twitter and Instagram, and they're all so different than Facebook. Facebook's almost like your one-stop shop. So yes, Facebook will become the new MySpace, just out of pure people ready for something new. Not because Facebook censors and this, just because people are ready for something new. They're ready to pop on something and see something different than the same old, same old. They're ready to see sleek. They're ready to see the future. They're ready to have freedom. They're ready to be free to be themselves and be able to play the music and say the things they want. They're just ready. We're all ready. As an individual, regardless of the fact that I work with Infinity Social Network or that I do a show that's sponsored by it, I'm ready for something new. So please share the video, guys. I'm going to try to invite Steven here again. Hopefully he's got his phone turned sideways and he's ready to go. Can you add a background, like customize your page?
There we are.
Yes, you'll be able to do that. How you doing, Steven?
Good.
Yes, you'll be able to do that, and you'll be able to have a picture kind of behind, say a customized picture, a picture of yourself or your family, kind of behind your words, and they'll scroll over it, almost like it'll have a, not really a transparent filter over it, but it'll be very, very light in the background. So, guys, I'm done talking for a minute. Here you go. The CEO, the man who's been working for 3 years behind the scenes, behind the curtain. He is the man behind the curtain, Steven Vulich. Welcome to my live feed that you sponsor and employ.
All right. Hey, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate it. Well, most everybody in here already knows me. So I'm looking at my screen, so there's like this definitive, I'm looking this way, but I'm looking at you guys. So it's weird. Am I looking at you guys right now?
Yeah, all you gotta do is look at the tiny little camera thing, and you're looking directly at us. So
well, I have the
I know it's weird.
iPhone 7 Plus. It's iPhone 7 Plus, and it's like it doesn't show me where the little camera thing is, so I don't know where I'm looking.
Hey, you know what, Steven? You know what I love though about you and about talking to you and seeing when we do video to video or Skyping each other or whatever, you're always just like me and everybody else. You're wearing your hat, you're wearing your jeans, you're wearing your clothes, you got your kids with you, you just got off work, you're going to a soccer game, all while trying to build this platform for us. And I just think that's awesome. Yes. I think that's what's going to be. It's what's going to be the good. It's going to be a good look for a CEO to actually be like that, almost like Mark Cuban. Even though I don't really care for him that much, he's a good boss.
Yeah, he's drifting in my book. I don't know if you saw his opinions on the NFL.
Yeah, let's stay away from that.
Good investor, but he makes some other weird decisions. But yeah, no, I'm just like everybody else. Everybody that knows me, and there's a lot of people in here that do know me, but there's also a lot of people that are just getting to know me. If you want to get to know more about me, definitely go onto my page and go here. You can learn much about myself, about Jeremy, what we're doing moving forward. One thing I want to say really quick is this is my wife's account. I had to do this to get on here, but she has a deactivated account. So don't follow this page. It's going to be deactivated after I'm done doing this live, and I'll be back on my stuff. But so don't worry about sending this one an invite. It's going to go bye-bye after this video. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I can see 2 comments at a time because I have the phone sideways. So if there's any questions for me, can you read those out for me? I mean, I'm trying to look.
Yeah, I can. And while we're waiting, I got a couple questions that I already knew that were asked prior to. So one question was, we know that you can share from Infinity to your other social media platforms.
Yes.
Can you share, or will you be able to share from your other social media platforms to Infinity's page?
That's going to be, honestly, that's up to those other platforms. Like if, when you're on Facebook, you can't share anything from Facebook onto Twitter. Okay, you can't share anything from
Right.
Facebook onto Google Plus or anywhere else. Facebook only allows you to share on Facebook or Instagram because they own both of those properties. So
Right.
on ISN, we're not like Facebook where we only allow you to share on our properties. You can share on anything, and the tremendous amount of platforms that you can share to. You can share ISN on Pinterest. You can share it on Instagram. Well, not. Yes, I'm sorry, you can. You can share it on Instagram. You can share it on Facebook.
Yep.
You can share it on all these platforms, Twitter. Just to name a few, you can on blogs, blogger.com. You can go on any one of those platforms and be able to share ISN from ISN. Now, from other platforms to share to on ISN, those permissions are really going to be up to Facebook. Does that make sense? So,
okay. Yeah.
Okay, share this too, and then if they decide to put an Infinity option within Facebook, then that's up to Facebook. Now, I highly doubt Facebook's going to allow you to share stuff from Facebook to ISN.
No,
but
probably not.
But ISN, we're not like that. It's your stuff, it's your data. You want to get your voice heard, you can get your voice heard not only on Infinity, but you can have it heard on all other platforms that you can share to. Okay, and that includes 99% of all social media outlets out there. So that's that's what's really cool about us.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Liz Ellis, who's actually Eli's wife, she has a photography page. She says, what about pages on Facebook? Can I share my photography page? I would imagine you could share the link for it, but again, that's probably linked.
Yes,
right.
You can share links, all that stuff, but to have a direct connection to that's really up to Facebook for us to allow that, and it's or Twitter or the other platforms. The more we grow, granted, it's not going to be launched tomorrow, and then the day after it's going to be the biggest thing on the planet, and then boom, everybody wants to partner with ISN to include all other social networks. It's all about with Facebook and Twitter. It's all going to be about. Do they feel nervous enough that ISN is actually going to join the ranks within the social market, within the social arena? Now, once they realize that's going to happen, they may open their doors up a little bit and say, okay, let's allow some sharing from our platform over to Infinity. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it
does.
Right. So when we, the people, collectively all here, sorry, I don't know if I'm looking at you guys when I'm looking here, but
no, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
When we launch, we'll see what happens and see how big this goes. Now, this thing is going to go as big as the people allow it to, right?
It'll go to infinity if we want it to.
And beyond.
And beyond.
We're not. I'm not trying to hit on any trademarks or infringement with that quote. It's really cool though. It's really going to depend on what the people allow ISN to do. So at the end of the day, it's really up to the people, our members, to decide, okay, I want to do my part and I want to see ISN succeed. And to do that, come back, log in, talk to your friends, share it with your friends. Get
them over there.
It's all organic. We want the organic growth. We do not want to.
I mean, and the only thing that makes Facebook so great is its users.
Yes.
Facebook is not okay, guys. Let me break the news to you. Okay, some of you guys are going to be a little scared here. Some of you guys are going to be like, "Oh my God, no! This. Facebook is not a real thing. You are Facebook. You are Twitter. You are Instagram. You are the NFL. You are everything. So if you want Infinity Social Network to be part of your everyday, rotation of things to do, then that's your power. And it's same with on Facebook. If Facebook lost all of you, they would just be a ghost town social media site.
It's all choice. It's all choice by the people.
It's all choice. Exactly. Some of the other questions that I've been reading through here is, will you be able to have video to video chat, and will you be able to have voice to voice chat?
Yes.
Calling.
Yes,
like calling
absolutely.
somebody.
That's at launch. Yeah. When we go live,
okay.
You're going to be able to go into a private chat. You're going to be able to create group chats. You're going to be able to do video chats, one-to-one, private. You're going to be able to, like a phone call, you're going to be able to do audio
Yep.
back and forth. Yes, you're going to have all those capabilities when we are live, when we go live. So I urge everybody to play around with the network, get to know it, get, you know, it's as Jeremy said, as you said before, you'll get used to it. You know, it's a familiar look. We're not infringing on Facebook, but it's a familiar look to all the other social networks. So it's not going to be like, you know, moving out of a brown house and moving into a pink house. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be two totally different worlds that you can't get used to. It's going to have a familiar look and feel, and just browse around. You know, I urge everybody to get to know the network, you know, and grow with it. You know, because we're going to be adding things down the road. Granted, we are the first network, the first social network to actually, a general social network of this caliber, of this size, to go live with all the features that we're going live with. So
yeah, oh yeah, because when Facebook launched, I remember it had almost nothing. I mean, it was it was a skeleton of what it is today. Correct. So we do want to let you guys know that the good thing about this is it's going to launch with more features than any other main site, has ever launched with, and you have things to look forward to because there's going to be new features rolling out every few weeks, every month. There's going to be a new feature rolling out. And that's what makes it feel new. That's what makes it feel fresh and great. So I just wanted to let people know that.
Absolutely.
Another question somebody had was, what kind of restriction are you going to have so that people can't just steal your pictures? Now, I know you can screenshot anything.
Oh, that's a good question. That's
a great question.
Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. It's okay.
No, go ahead.
When you go to like Facebook, you right click and it goes share or save. Right? We're blocking that.
Yep.
We're blocking that feature. So no one's gonna be able to right click on your photo or any of your albums or any of your pages and be able to copy it.
Awesome.
We're disabling that feature. So when you go to, like, when you right click on Bing, like I'm gonna do it right now. Like if you pull up a Bing website or whatnot, you right click, it only gets selected from print. So but I believe when you hit print, it's going to block that image feature as well. So it won't actually print out images unless there are other ways people can do it. So they can, I hate to give away techniques, but if you're visiting someone's page and you want to save a photo, people, out there figure out what snipping tool is. They can go out and take a snippet of it.
Right, or you can screenshot nowadays too.
Right, it's really hard, but it's really hard to stop people from doing that because here's the thing, guys. Only share, and I stress this to everybody, and you've heard this before, but only share what you're willing to have the world see. Okay?
Right, because once it's on the internet, it's on the internet.
Yes. Now
it's there.
Yeah, right. Now we of course take certain steps to protect the copying of your photos, stuff like that, like the right click. But keep in mind that if you post it anywhere, especially on social media, and it's a social media site, keep in mind that people can see that, and if you don't want anybody to see it, don't upload it. It's
right, exactly.
So that rule of thumb.
I'm just trying to roll through these questions because there's so many of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know people are dying to see the site too. So a lot of questions are getting asked about investment opportunities. Now, we've said from the beginning, no.
Right.
At least not right now. This is the People's Network. This is never going to be on the public stock exchange. This is not going to be sold to Mark Zuckerberg. Your information is never going to be sold to third parties. But can you address the people that are asking, because there's a lot of people asking, can we invest down the road? Can we be partners? Can we be own stock? I would like you to answer that because I just don't know the answer to that.
No,
it's not my job.
No, understandably. So as far as investors, I do take investors, certain types, not even types, that sounds wrong. I take
certain class of people.
No. I take investors when I feel that we're doing well enough to take on investors. Okay. At this time, no investors are needed at this point, and but that does not mean that there won't be any opportunities in the future. Now, and what some people, what I'll tell everybody is, even though just because you share a company on the stock market does not mean you're a totally public company and you cannot run privately. Okay, that's one of the myths. So
Yes.
you can open up some stock. I believe it's a certain cap of the amount of stock that you would like to apply to the public to, you know, make it fair and equitable for everybody, and to give that opportunity. And I mean, if I can put the wealth in the pockets of all Americans, I would, absolutely. So with that said, as this company grows, it's really you guys that make it grow. It's not me. It's not my strategies. It's not what I think is good or what I think is bad. We the people are the ones who are networks on all social platforms. We make
and unlike Mark Zuckerberg, sorry to cut you off. Unlike Mark Zuckerberg, he unfortunately has let his political ideology of his individual self, and he has let his head get so swollen with what he's created that he seems to say, this is what's good for you, period. This is what's good for you, and you shouldn't do that. Not if you want us. I mean, I'm not to say that Facebook isn't successful. I'm not saying that in the least. The man has done amazing things ever since the day that he stole it. But to be so arrogant to where you don't even where you won't even let the world know that I want this to grow around you is kind of trashy, if you ask me. I don't care how many billions you have. It's kind of trashy.
Yeah, right. Well, let's look at the way he throws his money around. You know, I mean, he gave over $200 million to a school. He gave, or I'm sorry, was that a hospital? He gave it to a hospital or a school. But we're talking a crazy amount of money. You know, I mean, wow, if I wanted to donate $200 million, I mean, I would put a big impact on homeless vets in this country. You know,
you'd spread it out and you'd actually make something worth it.
Have a bigger impact. You know, he's like, here, school that I went to back when I was an elementary kid, you know, here's $200 million. I could create 15 schools, 20 schools for $200 million. I could actually probably do that. I could put new computers in almost every school in the country. I could put up libraries in all the towns that don't have one. You know, I could put up a new Boys and Girls Club. You know, in numerous towns and all.
You could make an impact in society so much more with that money, and that's kind of the way I mean, since the day you and I have spoke about this until now, the message and the moral compass of this site and the people involved into it has never changed. It's never wavered even a little bit. It's all about helping, getting people engaged, and getting people out to meet other people. As weird as that sounds, using a social media website that we want you to be a part of, that we want you to use daily, but it also drives you to do other things rather than just this.
Right.
You know, getting carpal tunnel.
You're right, and that's what ISN is about. It's about getting people out. You know, of course, it's a social network. Of course, to survive, we need people to be on the social network.
Sure.
You know, doing their thing. But at the end of it all, it's really about our members. It's about getting you out from behind the computer, get out into society, and meet people. And what better way to do it than to know what commonalities you have with every person that you're meeting? You know, if you walked into the mall today, anybody, you know, in the school, in the mall, wherever you're at publicly, and you walk by people, you don't know who they are. You don't know, you know, you might know some people, but for the most part, you don't know who they are. And if everybody walked around with this big old thing over their head saying, of course, I like the Fleur de Lis, you know, come on. But if they walked over their
preview's coming, guys.
With saying, hey, these are my interests, everybody. You know, these are my interests. If you had the little sign over everybody in the mall, you could point out who you would mesh with. You could say, I can mesh with him, her. He'd be cool to go skiing with. You know, hey, wow, I have more interest with people all around me than I know. You know, than I thought.
Than you even thought of, exactly.
Right. Well, ISN is designed and operates in a way that identifies and creates that sign that says, hey, here's all the commonalities you have with each person, every person worldwide on this network. So there's nobody that effectively does that, but now there is. Right?
Now there is. All right, guys. So everybody's getting a little antsy, Steven. So let's let's show the preview. If you guys want, if you want to re-invite all your friends, here's where we're going to show you the preview. We're going to give you a preview of both the mobile and the desktop version, Steven.
I might give a couple of screenshots of the desktop.
Okay, and then afterwards, it's going to be a little hard to see here, but after he shows this, we're going to post the same pictures that we're showing here on Infinity Social Network's Facebook page, which you're on right now, right after the live feed, not on this broadcast. We're going to actually post them in the post section. So if you want to invite everybody to see this now, please click the invite button. Please click the share button. And Steven, CEO of Infinity Social Network, coming so soon. He's going to show you some previews. So there you go, Steven.
All right, guys. Okay, so I'm going to reverse my camera, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to go over some of these screenshots, and I'm going to just bear with me. I'm doing it from my desktop because this is what I view every day. And I go back and forth with my development staff. We go through certain changes, this, that, and the other. But either way, I'm going to reverse my camera. I'm going to show you some of these screenshots. And you guys let us know what you think of this design. Right?
Yes, please.
And just so you know it's real, right? I mean, it's real.
Yeah, we're doing this to show you guys that everything that we've been letting you know is coming is coming.
Right. Okay, so can you guys see this okay?
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay, so that's one of the login pages, right? So when you get the app, this is the phone app. Of course, it says, and some people have seen this on the original one, but slightly different looks, slightly different colors, right?
Yeah, different colors, different looks. Since we delayed, the features have gotten so much more sleek and better looking. So
right. So there's that one. There's another one. So we just basically give little blurbs on what we do, right?
Yep.
Here's another one.
I think that's the same one.
Yeah. No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So see the content change.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So those are 3 different shots, same image, but 3 different shots. And see how many images we have? Of 128. Okay, so we have 128 screenshots. Not everybody's gonna be able to see all these screenshots, but we'll share we'll share as many as we can. So once you get past this page, you'll see this login. So a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, are you partners with Facebook or Google Plus or LinkedIn?" No, these are just ways to sign up and make it faster to auto-generate this information here, right?
Right.
So, and this is a login page. This isn't a sign up. So this is what you'll see when this is login, right?
Login page. Okay.
Exactly. So don't have an account, then you click sign up here.
Yep.
On your phone. Okay. I apologize if you can't see some of the screen is.
That's all right. We can see it we can see it good enough, and they can see the screenshots after when we post the pictures.
Okay.
A little bit better.
Join InfinitySN today. Let's connect with like-minded strangers. That's people. So I apologize for that. It says people on the corrected version. And then sign up with social here. And here, of course, you'll put in your email. You'll click agree to terms. That's a clickable link. You'll click that. And if you want to see the terms, I know you can't see this, but it says get started. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Sorry, I have to get right up on it. And then you'll click on get started and poof, you're in, right? So then you're going to immediately go, and it's a 3-step process for signing up. Step 1.
And it's very simple. It's easier than signing up for most email links.
Absolutely. So when you go to sign up, of course, you'll create your password right here. And we ask everybody that create a unique password. Don't put in your bank account password. Don't put in your email that you use for your most private possessions on the internet, okay? Use a unique, only to infinity password, okay? So for security reasons, we don't, I urge everybody to unique, okay? Create one brand new, okay? So then you'll go to the next page, step 2. Birthday. This is a much easier process. It's not in reverse, so you don't have to click a million times to get your birth date in there like before. That's been corrected. So you'll put in your birth date, 1 step, and this says next. So you'll click the next button. Once you fill this in, you can just select that and it'll open up another menu. Click next. And here you go. Then you'll enter your details. Okay. This is the most personal information we're going to ask you. This is it. That's it.
Male,
First name,
female.
last name. Are you male or female? Select your location. That's not required. You can, but it's not required. And write something about yourself. This gets you started. But the most personal information are date of birth, password,
and email.
Email. Okay. And yes,
That's
you
it.
have to put in your first and last name here on this other one. Right?
Yep.
These are required fields. And that's it. That's as personal as we get.
Yep.
So I'm not requiring any other extra data from you, right? So once you get in, of course, you're going to have to, if you want to reset your password, but this will be part of the forgot password process. Of course, we'll have, you'll enter the secret passwords here, and you'll enter them here, or you can refresh it, and you can send a new password, right? So, or send password, or send request is what it is. So this is kind
nice.
of familiar to the look we had before. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Can you get a little closer on it? Yeah. There you go. And then just move the camera down slowly so we can see all of it. Okay, awesome. Awesome.
This is just some of the menu. Of course, you'll take your finger and you'll scroll it to get more of the menu. So you'll take your thumb and just push it up, and you'll get more of the menu down here. Okay. Let's go to the next.
And I like the fact that you have two genders, male and female, because we live on Earth.
Well,
I love that.
You know, look down, and if you go into the female bathroom, you're female. If you go to the male bathroom, you're male. You know what I mean? It's
so that's the way it is. Thank you.
You know,
God
made
moving on.
Female. So, but this is what you'll see as far as like your page. Or I'm sorry, if I'm looking at somebody else's page. This is another look of what you'll see. Like interest. Everything is based on interest, so make sure you put.
See that? Entrepreneurship, marketing, management, environment, Mediterranean. I like that. That looks so sleek. I love that look. So that's if you're looking at somebody else's page, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And we even show goals. You know, goals is a really cool way to see what people are interested in, what they're wanting to do, what they're wanting to accomplish.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is maybe somebody says, you know, I can never accomplish this goal because, you know, I just don't have the right connection, or I don't know where to go. Well, by letting people know some of your goals, whatever you want them to know that you're trying to do, maybe they can help you achieve your goals. You know what I mean? Sometimes
that's awesome.
Need a push.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, sometimes people need a push, or sometimes somebody needs a connection, or, you know. So that's why we do that. Now I'm going to go over here and check out other. See the bottom here? I'm just going to do this. These are all screenshots of the network. All these right down here at the bottom. See it? I'm just
and those are screenshots that are up to date that the development team shares with you daily on the progress of the features and the look, right? Correct?
Absolutely. This is all.
That's awesome.
All the networks. So I'll zoom in on a page. Okay, so let me open up this page here. All right, so this is another one of the menus. Of course, it's shadowed out because that's your profile picture, and you want to be able to read this stuff over, right? So but then when you click the menu, or on this page, interest, goals, education, experience, capabilities, even. What are you capable of, right?
Oh wow!
Well, you might be capable of breaking the
backflips,
land speed record on a bicycle. You know what I mean? I mean, just who knows what your capabilities are? But that's really cool to know what someone's capability. And you only share what you want people to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and then there's your name, date of birth, right? Status,
gender.
You know, you're right. You know, status, if you're this, that, and the other. And these are privacy settings. Now, check this out. Do I want people to see my email? This globe, yes, it's a globe. So, but you click it and it'll open up a menu, and you can set each privacy all down to a different level.
Oh, so everything about your page you can customize private or public, no matter what it is.
Absolutely.
Email, date of birth, gender, all of that. You can. Oh, that looks awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
So, and you'll scroll up, scroll down on your phone, right? But this is once again, and then about me, right? So let's let me pull up another one. Okay, so here's another profile look. If you want to view, if you view in my profile, or say this is my wife, it'll tell you how far you are away from that person, how many commonalities you guys have. You'll be able to click this, and it'll identify exactly what they are. Or we will display that information here, right? What their interests are, but we'll highlight what 2 things you have in common. So you'll know what you have in common with Christina, right?
Yeah.
Then you scroll down, and once you see these connections, you'll be able to take your thumb and scroll these over to the left or to the right. Kind of like Instagram. You'll be able to just continue to move over and see more of the connections. So you'll be able to go over here and go over here and go over here. And you'll see a number that says how many connections they have. And these are connections or friends, right? But not everybody's a friend. So we can't really say I have 10,000 friends.
Right, but you can say you have 10,000 connections.
Exactly. So that's why we call everyone connections. They're all connections.
I really like what I think, and I think most people would share this sentiment with me, is when you look at this, when you look at these different screenshots you're showing us,
right?
It just looks so new. It looks so futuristic and sleek and smooth and different and eye-catching, like those little badges that you're showing down there. It looks so eye-catching compared to what we have now. What we've had now, yes, we've got more features over time, but it still looks the same. It's boring.
Right. And if you want to
this is refreshing.
And if you want to send a request or a message, do it down here at the very bottom. But yeah, it's really cool. Like, and that's just one way. Of course, you can learn more. You can see this person's timeline by selecting this menu option here. And you can view their groups, their timeline, their wall, their, all kinds of other stuff. You get to see more than this. Is just like a quick profile view. Yeah. This is like a proximity view. So, but you only show on proximity what you want them to see. You know what I mean?
And one thing I want to tell the folks about badges too is you can kind of build your individual resume with badges, and these badges people can actually award you badges. And tell, if you're trustworthy, if you're this, if you're that, there's no bad badges. So you can't literally just go on and blast somebody and say they're a loser, they're a scumbag, or they owe you money, or anything like that. There's only good badges. So you can either give people a resume badge about themselves that you feel, or you don't. Exactly. And that's another way to tell kind of who a person is, if they want that public, by doing that. And yes, you can hide yourself, Mimi. You can hide anything about yourself that you'd like.
Right. So. Now, here's the proximity results. Okay, so when you go onto this proximity feature that we have on Infinity, right? So when you put in the required fields, and this is the filter, you'll click here and do another proximity search. When you see this in the top right-hand corner, or you can just do a search here, right? This takes you back to your menu. Oh, and to get back to your home menu, you just take your thumb on the edge of the screen over here and slide it off into the right.
Oh, nice.
Bring in another layer over your proximity search here, and you can quick get your menu.
Nice.
Out. So, but this is how proximity search or results are going to be displayed. So here it says 20 connections found in your proximity search, right? So within my specified fields. Now, if I want to select all, I can select all. Boom. All these will light up green, right? And then you can add a send a friend request. Another menu will pop up. It'll say send a friend request, and you can send a friend request to everybody. Every single one. If you have 10,000 people show up, you can send a friend request right now to 10,000 people.
Or if you're doing a live video on a public page, you can do that same thing, right?
Absolutely.
Say you're doing a live video and you send out a proximity search and say 10,000 people will be notified if they have it public. If they have it public, they'll be, and if they're showing up, they're public, they'll be notified that you're doing a live video. So you're reaching out to people that don't even follow your page yet. Will be notified. When on Facebook, the people that do follow your page don't get notified.
Correct. Now, when you select, see, now that was the first look. Now, when you start selecting people to add as a friend or send a message to or a request or whatever you're going to do, because you can select all here. Or you can just select certain individuals, past that one, let me select this one, and this is what that'll look like when you do that. So see the top there?
Yep.
It'll change to this. Send
request. Sweet.
3 members are selected. So I selected 3 members, and there's probably another one like this one was sent. So you'll know if you already sent somebody or it'll say request sent, right? But you'll know who you sent a request to. You know what I mean? And then this this will say, okay, you've connected. You select that individual, it'll take you over to their profile. You can start messaging them, go to their full profile, right? So
that's so cool.
When you select to send a message to somebody, right? So when you go to send request, it automatically generates this for you. It says, let's start having better conversations, right? Hi, Cynthia Webster. I'd like to add you as a contact. And you can click in this box and customize your own message. But this is like a quick way to send a request. To send a request, right? So then you just select the person. It'll say, oh, send a request. Boom. You can just select the box, send request. Select the next box, send another request.
Nice.
Next, send a request. Or you can go to select all and send everybody a request.
All at once.
Yes. You can say, hey,
so somebody just asked a question. Somebody just asked a question. What if you want to follow somebody across the country that's not in your proximity? It's just like Facebook in that sense. You just find somebody, pop in their name. If they're public or if their page is not private, you can find them. It's just like Facebook in that sense.
Right.
Proximity search is different than normal looking for friends.
Exactly.
Proximity search is finding people in your immediate area out to 150 miles that you're literally trying to find that has a common interest in a certain thing.
Right.
But other than that, it's just like Facebook. Also, somebody asked Steven, will there be a dislike button?
We're not doing dislike, but there are ways that you can voice your displeasure with.
Right, voice your opinion on your page.
Right. We do not want to promote any negativity, but you will have tools to voice your dissatisfaction, we'll say, with somebody or someone's post. Okay. Now I
just spilled coffee on my Infinity shirt.
No, you're good. Hey, it's not a shirt without some coffee stains, right? So. But this is where you do a proximity search, right? It says filter. So what you'll do is, first thing, current location, you can select this box, okay? If you do not want to do your current location, like what that guy who was it that asked that question?
I can't remember who it was.
Okay.
It was a while back.
To hopefully answer that question, you can select this right here. It'll go off your phone's current location. You get 150 miles, right? However, you can click here and you can type in, if I'm going to Las Vegas, or I'm going to New York City, or I'm going to Germany, or I'm going wherever I'm going, and I want to find people in that area as well before I even get there and start meeting like-minded people there.
Yeah.
Select this and you input it, that location. You put like New York City, right? New York, New York. Search radius, you'll get only the city, okay? Because the search radius here is for your current location. This is live proximity, right? So you can click in here and search Las Vegas on your interests. Now, search radius, so first, current location, boom. This is where your phone currently sits or where you stand, right? Search radius, you can go anywhere from 1 mile up to 150, right? Then you come down, it says, let's get more specific. So we ask you to tap to remove or include in search, right? So add an interest here on the fly. So you can say, you know what? I don't have any of my current interests listed here that I want to meet somebody on. I want to find somebody right now based on, hunting. Not here. Well, let me add it really quick. So you just go here and you add hunting, and it'll add it to this list, and it'll automatically make it highlighted. So here, if you're a business person, which this person's obviously a businessman, right? Entrepreneurship, marketing, this is management, right? That's selected. So you can select one interest to connect to other people on, or you can continue to select more of your interests. Now, if you have more than this, it'll say expand. It'll say see more. So then this will expand, open to more interests that you have.
Sylvia, I think her name's Sylvia, keeps asking about music. I don't know what she's saying, but yes, you will be able to play music during your broadcasts, or maybe they're asking, will there be a music player on your page? Yes, we do plan on doing that. It might not be at launch.
Yeah, it will be
it'll be after launch. You'll be able to put a little music player on your page.
Yes, you're going to have a music player. You're only going to be able to play one song at first. We're going to, basically test the grounds on it and see what people like, what they don't like about it. But yes, you're going to be able to play music, your favorite song. Maybe you're in a certain mood today and you want people to know it, and you have this this really cool, energetic song. You can do that.
Yep.
You can absolutely
Yep.
do that.
Somebody else asked if somebody hashtags something like MAGA like a mofo or hashtags pray for Boston or Las Vegas strong, will it trace back to the original hashtagging person or not if you click it?
No, it will not.
Okay. And another thing somebody asked was, what do we do about all the trolls? And I'm guessing that's somebody who doesn't agree with what you're doing trying to troll you. What do we do about all the trolls reporting your page? Well, it doesn't matter if they report your page, because as long as you're not doing anything illegal that triggers, Infinity's development team to look at you, it doesn't matter if they report your page because there's no jail. So it doesn't matter anyways. There will be no censorship on people reporting your page. And if you don't want somebody trolling your page, block them. Block them.
Right.
They can be free to be themselves on their own page. So just answer those questions.
You're
that's
correct.
all.
You're correct. So here, these are like your interests. You're going to be able to add, here's the thing. You can use our default images for these different interests that you have, right? Mm-hmm. Games. I know they're hard to see with the iPhone here. But you're going to be able to upload your own image for your own interest. So
somebody just said they don't know about the site because there was already problems with it. They don't want their info out there. I just want to reiterate that you, being on Facebook, every bit of your info about your life is out there, including your messenger, including everything that you do on your phone. It's already given permission by Facebook. The one that you're on here commenting on, you already gave them your entire life. The only thing that was breached was an email, a name, and a password that you chose to use for a site that isn't launched yet. So there's a little bit of misinformation out there about you don't want your info out there.
Right.
Because the info that you're putting out there for Infinity is pretty much public domain. That's how you get spam mail from people you don't want spam mail from. Right. So there's no real info that's been leaked, just to clear that up for you, Rick.
No, I appreciate that. And it's very minimal information that we do ask for. We ask for a lot less than everybody else.
Yes.
A lot.
Sorry to keep cutting you off, Steven. I want to make sure I get these people's questions answered because we're getting ready to wrap up here in about 5 minutes.
Yep. No, absolutely. Yeah, because my phone's getting ready to take a.
So if you just want to show another couple screenshots and then we'll post the ones afterwards that you want, and we'll give people a quick little look, and then we'll get ready to go.
Absolutely. Really quick, in order to create a like a group page, you'll be able to go here. It's really quick on mobile. Page title, category, where it's going to be your website URL, page URL, location, and description of your group, right? Now, when you do that, that'll take you to this page. So this is this is a business page. Any business page you see will have this green check mark. Okay? That way you know it's a business.
Nice. So it's almost like a verification.
Correct. So when you upload your photo, so like this business hasn't uploaded their photo yet, and you will have a follow option. So anyone that does have like a mom and pop restaurant, anybody that's selling, their own t-shirts, or if you have something that you think is really cool, you come here and you create a page. And this signifies that it's a business page, right? Yep. So then once you upload your images and whatnot for your business, so this is what it'll evolve, so this is a boutique, right? And it takes that boutique image and of course it shadows it out really cool in the back, right? So, in other words, if you had an American flag here in the middle in the primary image, it would show up clear here, and you'd have a shaded American flag in the back here. It's really cool, very sleek, But this does signify that it's a business right here.
Adam, yes, iOS is in November. Sorry, I kept seeing those questions. It's hard to answer all the questions, guys. They come so quick, but I guarantee you, if you go back and watch the video, a lot of the questions that you are asking have already been answered. So I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. I'm just saying that we're trying to get through these as best as we can. So thank you, Adam.
All right. No, yes, thank you. Now, and this is going to be the wall. So when you go to a business page here, you're going to be able to check out, see how many followers they have. All this, you're not seeing that in these screenshots, but you'll see how many followers they have, what it's about, their link websites up there, right there. You'll be able to write something on their wall as a visitor or as a member. And then, of course, you can comment, share. This is our version of share here. and
Yep.
you can just go scroll through the wall like you would on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else, right?
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
but I don't want to show too much more here, but I will show
You know,
you.
I think that's pretty good. If you want to just show one more, I think that'd be fine. And I just want to answer somebody's question. Will there be ads? Yes, there will be ads, but it won't take over your page. It won't try to sell you something every day. It'll be a small little box on your timeline or on your as you're scrolling that'll have a couple ads inside of it. It's not going to be like Facebook, which is just a marketing social media site now. It's not going to be like that.
Right. So we will have emojis, green hearts, and all kinds of other jazz. When you kind of like what you do on Facebook, you hover over that, you hold down, you're going to get a menu that opens up the different kinds of emojis here. Right. So you can get mad, you can get happy, you can get sad or whatnot, and just select the one that you want, and it'll show it. Right. So and going live, I don't know if I show it on these, but when you do go live, what was that? I didn't say that. So when you do go live, I don't see one here currently. I've got a buttload of screenshots here, but I don't want to show too much. You know what I mean?
No, I think the people got a good look at it. I know there's a couple things that I've seen that I haven't seen yet, so that I really liked as well. Right. Guys, thank you very, very, very much for joining in with us tonight. Before you know it, it'll be here. We promise you, and you'll be able to be free to be you. And if there's any other questions, feel free to message this page, myself or Stephen Vulich. We will try to get back to you as soon as possible. After that, there'll be a team of people that you can reach out to after launch if you have any questions. And Stephen, I know we had a hard time getting you here, but thank you so much for everything that you've done and for giving us all some hope in the future that we can actually be ourselves on social media.
No, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to come on the show. Love it. And yes, so we are going to be launching soon, and yes, it's a real network, and we look forward to seeing each and every one of you here. If not, that's okay. I'm not going to be mad at you. So it's really your choice. So you're free to be you. You're free to do whatever you want, and hopefully this is a good option for you.
That's right. Thank you so much. And guys, catch me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 9 o'clock, starting tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, for my show, Here We Go, which is the end of my work day, 9 o'clock at night. You'll be able to put your sunglasses on at night, kick your feet up, grab yourself a coffee or a drink, and spend some time with me talking about social issues, family things, political issues, stupid stuff, have special guests on, and it's all sponsored by Infinity Social Network. Stephen, I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, everybody. I want to say, everybody saying thank you. Hi, Steve. Hey, love you guys. Keep the faith. Stay hanging there with us just a little bit longer, and it's going to be out there, both web and mobile, and we'll do great, wonderful things together. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jeremy, and love you all, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Stephen. See you later. All right, guys. There you go. Bam. Long interview, long question and answer segment. We hope we showed you what you've been dying to see. Just hang in there a little longer. I know we're just like, get it out already. I want it too, but we want to make sure that when you get it, you never have to go away from it again. There never has to be a pause because we saw something that didn't work or because some feature didn't work correctly. We want to make sure that it's right for all of you and moving forward to infinity. So have a good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on my Here We Go ISN page if you want to have a little fun. See you later.